In this short video, we're going to show how to set some parameters or some recommended parameters and changes in the Mach system to better protect your tooling, cutter bits, machine, and Z touch-off module. Now the Z touch-off module has got a brass touch plate, we call it, mounted on the top. This is soft brass, so that if you accidentally or inadvertently jog down your sharp, expensive cutter bit into this thing too hard, it won't damage the cutting edge of your bit. Now that jogging is like, for instance, this is a bit coming down to touch off, and if you're jogging down and jog too close, you don't want to drive that bit into the top of this thing. What we've done in the software of the MP2 is we provided a function whereas if it recognizes that you've jogged too far and touched this, we automatically reverse the operation and bring the bit back up. We'll show you first in this little short clip. Alright, go. Do it again. Do it again. Great. Okay. The problem can be is if you're jogging too fast, because all these machines are different, the inertia and speed can be different. If you're jogging too fast and the inertia is too much, we can't overcome that and reverse you quick enough. So what we recommend is that your slow jogging speed be set to no more than 25 inches per minute. That's a recommendation. If you set it for over that, we cannot guarantee that we can protect your bit if you inadvertently jog down into the Z touch-off unit. It will reverse. It just may not be fast enough to prevent any kind of cutter damage. Now we'll show you a few clips of different size cutter bits jogging into the ZTO using macro function, very close photography, and show you how quickly it can react. Realizing, to give you some perspective, the brass touch plate is only 1/2 or 0.5 inches wide. To check your Z-axis feed rate or jogging speed, you can either use the pendant in normal mode or the page down key or up key on the keyboard without pushing the control or shift key. And that's performed like this. Now let me zoom in a little bit closer and show you the feed rate. Notice here, and by the way, if you have custom screens or non-standard Mach screens, you need to check with the person that designed those screens to find out where these things have moved to. But in this case, we can jog down, and by looking at the units rev here, we can see what our jog one above is. You can see our jog rate. Our jog rate on this is 19.33. Now, to change that, if you need it, we recommend you using a jog rate of 25 or less. This is to protect your tooling, your machine, and all while stepping down and jogging down before you perform a Z touch-off, just to keep any damage from happening. You can, first of all, we'll click on the config button at the top here, come down. We will select motor tuning. The motor tuning screen will come up, and the Z-axis. Then we look down here to see what the velocity is, which is the right here. I'll zoom down and show you that. And my velocity is set to 100 inches per minute. Now that's the velocity my z-axis goes in its highest speed. Now we cancel that and we push the tab key to bring out the what we call the fly out, or I call the fly out anyway, of the jogging pendant for Mach, and you'll notice that it is set here, right here, for 20%. That means that 20% of 100 inches per minute is 20 inches per minute. That is the speed when you're in normal jogging mode or regular arrow keys and page down. That will be the speed that your all axis move. Okay? Then you press the tab key to get back out of that. At that point, with this in, you can change the percentage right there on this thing, and this is documented in the Mach manuals, by clicking on either the plus or the minus to change that speed. I'm going to leave mine at 20%. That gives me 20 inches per minute of jogging speed at slow jogging rate. The other setting that we recommend is that your incremental step be set to, in inches mode, 0.001 inches, possibly up to 0.005, but preferably 0.001. This gives you the most accuracy and repeatability when performing the z-axis touch-off. To check that, to see what your machine's set at when you're in incremental mode, press the tab key to bring out the jog pendant, and in there a number is set, and you'll see it right there, 0.001, and if we hit the cycle jog step button, it will step through these. That's 1, 0.1, 0.01, 0.001. These are set in Mach, and you can select those. You want to make sure that when you're in the ZTO function, you want to have it set, or we recommend it to be set, to 0.001. This will give you an accuracy of plus or minus 0.001. If you set it to 0.005, you can only get as good as a plus or minus 0.005 accuracy. Any more than that, then the accuracy goes downhill. Now, to change these settings for something, if you don't have a 0.001, I'll show you real quickly how to do that. You go to the configuration screen right here and pick General Config, and in there is a lot of settings, but the ones we're most interested in are these right here in the bottom, near the bottom left, and you'll see that these say jog increments in cycle mode, and there's 10 positions. As long as one of those has the 0.001, you can cycle step that jog to one of those positions. Once you're finished and done changing, you just click your mouse in there and change it with the keyboard. You press OK, and it's set. And then you can set your increment speed to what you need.